they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
The play action fake. Looking deep down the right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's reeled in. It's O'Neal. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing
Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
He'll pull it on the read. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
on the ground. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Pride. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. The short hands, it's Chase. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down this guy, and then throwing him open.
Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Ballard. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Give to the running back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football because he is looking...
And into the end zone for a touchdown. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn
He's
by
got
you
to
and
take the
go
yards,
for 70
brother.
most
Can't
of the
pitch
time,
like
but
that.
you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run
So
the
close
football,
to numbers,
and
time
block
up,
the
son.
running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up.
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They go to the ground. He's in open space downfield. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Yards, brother. You can't pitch late like...
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's King. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Catch in the middle. It's King. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hansen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. To the house. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes the grab for the 2, and he ties the game here in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Be careful now, sorry.
And now this offense will take the field again. They're probably a little rattled after that last pick 6, and who could blame them? But now deep breath, settle in, get a drive started in a tie game. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. After the filthy move, he's got room. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Caught in the backfield, it's O'Neal. Inside the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. He breaks a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
Quick completion to the right. Into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Phyllis, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Toledo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's King. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Barnes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Barnes. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch.
What's 2160 divided by 2?
Finish this game off on a good note.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
And you just wonder if this defense now is starting to feel it a little bit. They're a bit on their heels after that 4th down play to keep this drive going. Someone's going to have to step up here and stop the bleeding. They're only up by 1 possession.
Here's the handoff. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. They're trying to extend this already long drive. The 9th play is a 3rd and 3. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
And in this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime? Or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Quarterback making checks. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Throws to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He will have to unleash a howitzer to try to win the game from here.
Come on. Let's go.
He got it. A little bit of redemption.
Woo!
Early misses, and he's the hero with the game winner. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Go big, go blue, go Jacks.
That one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida and just the